Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to walk you through the top 5 highest paying remote jobs you can have if you want to become a digital nomad. But not only that, I'm also going to reveal the jobs that can turn into real careers, or you can turn it into real businesses and actually grow and become very successful from it. Because it's one thing having a job that just allows you to travel around the world. It's another thing having a job that can actually turn into a real business where you can make lots and lots of money, because ultimately, if you're like me, you want to travel around the world in style. You don't want to be living in hostels or just, scraping from the bottom of the barrel. You actually want to live better than most people whilst you're traveling around the world. So these jobs are going to allow you to do all of that and more. So make sure you stay right through to the end, because you don't need any skills to start in any of these jobs, and you can learn everything you need to online, which is also really cool. So number 1 is to be an appointment setter. And an appointment setter is a super important job because you're basically bringing in money for other people. Appointment setters typically work with service providers or any business that needs to book sales meetings in order to grow. So your role would involve reaching out to potential customers and trying to get those customers to book calls in your client's calendar. Now, there's a variety of ways that you can get people to book appointments. You can do cold calling, you can send emails, you can send messages, but ultimately the goal is to reach out to an ideal client. So depending on who you're working for or what kind of business you're operating in and what you're selling, you want to reach out to ideal clients and get those people to book sales meetings. A big part of this role is building your own audience, especially on places like LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram, and even Twitter, and being able to turn that audience into booked appointments and even sales for the companies that you work for. And so what's really cool about this position is that you don't really have to only work with one client or work within one kind of business structure. You can pick multiple industry verticals, multiple niches, depending on where you're from. And you can even package your knowledge together and sell that as a product. So right now there's a lot of agencies out there that are appointment setter agencies. You could build a whole infrastructure around appointment setting so that you can help people book meetings. It's a very important skill to have and something that is highly sought after. And there's also a lot of ways that you can get paid. So you can charge people just for a monthly service, or you can charge per appointment that you book and even get paid on commissions. So it can actually be a very lucrative career. Now, the next role up from that, or the next job up from that, would be an SDR, or a sales development rep, that then ascends into being a closer. So basically you're an appointment setter who understands how to book meetings on behalf of your client, but you also run the demos, or you run the meetings in order to close people for the sale. This gives you an opportunity to make more money because you are in control of the whole sales process. And let's say you're booking meetings with companies that are earning, $500K to $1 million a year, and you're selling a service that's $5,000 or $10,000. You're going to be able to take a commission out of that. And if you sell a few clients every single month, you're well on your way to a multi-6-figure salary every year. There's a lot of SDRs out there in the world, depending on the industry that they're working in, making tens of thousands of dollars a month. And to be honest, this is one of the best things you can do, especially if you're thinking about building a business in the future, because if you can learn sales, you can pretty much sell anything. So I would actually highly recommend anyone that's thinking about having a business to start in appointment setting and then move into closing. This is the background that I came from. I was an SDR, or a business development manager, for technology companies. So I worked for a variety of different technology companies. And then I took that knowledge and I packaged it together and built a business out of it. If you're going to go down this role, whether it's appointment setter or as an SDR, make sure you specialize in an industry vertical, because this is going to give you more opportunities to make more money. And you're going to be highly sought after as well. The third best paying remote job is just to be a marketing specialist. So you've probably already considered this before. Marketing specialist is a very broad type of position, because marketing in general is very broad. So you can specialize in a very specific type of marketing. You could know everything about the TikTok platform and you can help businesses grow through TikTok, or it could be through Instagram or Facebook. Then you've got organic, you've got paid. There's just so many different things you can specialize in. And as you build more skills and get more experience in marketing, you can package things together and create a really good offer and build a business around that offer that's super unique to you and will actually deliver pure value to the clients that you work with. Marketing agencies can make an absolute fortune. So if sales isn't really something that you want to get into, I would definitely look at getting into marketing. But ultimately, you're going to have to know both if you are thinking about building a business around any of these skills. So the fourth highest paying remote job is something that you probably haven't actually considered before in the past, But based on my background, I know that this is a very lucrative career choice, and that is to be a cybersecurity consultant. And similar to marketing, there's a lot of different areas in cybersecurity that you can specialize in that's going to bring a lot of value to the people you work for or work with. So just to give you an example, a cybersecurity consultant that specializes in ethical hacking can travel around the world and essentially just hack into businesses that they work with. And once they demonstrate that they can hack into those businesses, they get paid. Now, there's obviously a lot more to it, but in terms of keeping this video short, that's essentially what an ethical hacker would be doing. Companies would pay you money to hack them, to discover any vulnerabilities that they have. And if you can demonstrate how easy it was to hack those companies, they're going to pay you a premium. And right now, cybersecurity is a booming industry, so you could probably make more money in one of these roles than you would as an SDR or in marketing. Another option is to consider being a bug bounty hunter, which is also a very cool career choice. You're basically looking for vulnerabilities in apps or in websites. That's really what bugs are. You're uncovering those bugs and then you are getting paid to reveal how you found those bugs and how they could potentially be fixed. A lot of big companies out there have a bug bounty reward system where they basically just pay anyone who can show that there's bugs in their software. And these guys can make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month just from working for themselves. They don't need a team or anything like that. But I will say that this is a very specialized skill. So if you haven't been brought up learning tech, or if you don't know anything about computers, I'd probably stay away from this area. But if you're watching this right now and you're really into computers and you love cybersecurity, definitely 100% go down that path, because I can tell you that it is super lucrative and companies are begging for specialists in this area. And finally, if you want to get paid a lot of money traveling around the world and do it in style, then you can be a remote systems integrator. So a systems integrator is basically someone that can go into a business and set up all of the systems required in order to grow it. There's a bit of technical nuance here, but also you're going to need some kind of leadership and management skills as well, because you can set up all their systems that's going to allow them to track people that go on their website, to improve their ads, to build out their outbound sales teams, their inbound sales teams, and to just generally help people remove themselves as the bottleneck in different areas of their business. So it is kind of technical in a way, but it's not the be all and end all of the position. It's kind of like internet marketing, to be fair. If you are good at internet marketing, you know that there's a little bit of tech involved, but it's not super advanced or difficult. You can learn it pretty quickly, and once you understand it, you can deliver that information to your clients. So a systems integrator is quite an important role, and you basically come into the business as a consultant and you just look at where there are bottlenecks and how you can improve things via systems or through implementing systems. But it's going to allow your client or the company that you work for to increase their profitability or their efficiency in getting a job done. So it's quite a niche role, but it's something that you probably haven't thought of before and something that might be suited to your personality type. Now, of course, there are plenty of other high-paying remote jobs, but for the purpose of keeping this video short, I just wanted to keep it to 5. So those are the top 5 highest paying remote jobs if you want to become a digital nomad. Hopefully, the jobs that I've mentioned here are a little bit different to what you were expecting or have heard in the past, because I have seen that most people just pretty much regurgitate the same kind of information. And so I wanted to have a bit of a different spin on this video, because everyone's got a different personality type, everyone's got different interests. And I think it's very important that we highlight that not everything is just about sales and marketing, especially if you're going to try and help a business that already has those things on lock, right? So if you can come in and you can offer some kind of other value, you're going to be able to differentiate yourself from pretty much everyone else. And you can really mold yourself into a niche that is going to allow you to travel the world in style. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video, guys. Please let me know in the comments below what career choice suits you best and what you are pursuing. Also, like the video, it's going to help me with the algorithm and it will allow me to get this video out in front of other people just like you who need to see it, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And I'll see you in the next one.